Hey everybody, what's up? It's Jared. Welcome to Blue Screen. If I don't kind of have the same energy as I normally do, please forgive me. I've worked 38 hours in the past 3 days and I am just exhausted and I am ready to go to bed. But before I do, I wanted to make this video because last week or so, sometime around then, I uploaded a video about why I'm irritated with my current tripods. And I talked about all the reasons why the tripods that I have, I'm just not super happy with. And I talked about how I had come up with potentially a solution and I said I was gonna make a video about that when I got it in. And so I have packages here with me today and I figured I would do a video about what I ordered. We're going to start with what I think is the less complex decision, which is the heads. So we're gonna start with this box first. You can see we've got this smiley face. That was something my wife drew on there. Boom, right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it says Manfrotto 502. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay, this unboxing experience is not fantastic. But I don't necessarily expect it to be. It's video equipment. But man, this head is massive. I did not expect it to be this big. Dude, this thing is huge. Whoa. So this is the Manfrotto 502 AH head. This thing is way bigger than I thought it'd be. Wow. That's crazy. I hope it fits on a tripod. I did not expect it to be so massive. Man. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the box here. And we'll pull the handle out of here. So this is the Manfrotto 502 AH. What makes this the 502 AH is that it's got the flat base instead of a ball base. There's different models of the 502 and they may or may not have the flat base or a ball base. I wanted a flat base because all of the tripods I chose were flat base tripods. This particular fluid head is supposed to be able to support up to 13 pounds, which is the main reason why I chose it. I wanted something that was going to be nice and strong and able to support the kind of rigs that I'm going to be putting it on. But I really did not expect it to be so big, and I'm kind of shocked at how large it is. So it has the Manfrotto 501, 502 plates on it. So you can see it comes with one here. It's kind of a longer plate, which I kind of like. And that was one of the main reasons that I went with this Manfrotto head, is because I wanted the 501, 502 style plates. And a lot of times they don't really give you the 501, 502 style plates, and that's what I wanted. So, yeah. I'm really excited about this thing. This thing is super cool. And so far I'm thinking it was worth the money, but I haven't gotten to try it out yet, so I can't give a super honest opinion. All right, so we're just gonna set this aside. Our other box. Now here's the thing, is that Manfrotto 502 head costs $179. And to buy 3 of those, which I was trying to set up for 3 tripods, was kind of expensive. And so I could have saved some money by buying $150 Manfrotto 500 heads. And the main difference between the 502s and the 500s is the 500s support 11 pounds. And I really wanted to get above 11 pounds. And so what I decided to do was actually not buy the 500 heads, and I bought something a little different. So there's this guy on eBay, and if I remember correctly, the name on eBay is Robert's Camera. We've got all these packing peanuts. Boom. Manfrotto 501 heads. So these guys are actually discontinued. They don't make them anymore, but these are where they originally started doing the Manfrotto 501, 502 style plates like this guy has. and they stopped doing them, but I'm guessing that somebody had a studio and they were liquidating their entire tripod head setup all to go with newer heads. And so they had a whole bunch of these guys for sale. So where this guy was $179 new, these guys were only 53 bucks a piece. And obviously, they're older, so they're not gonna be as good. I can save myself basically 130, 150 bucks by buying 2 used heads and 1 new head. So these guys are able to support 13 pounds. So I have all the weight support that I need on these guys, and they're still super nice quality fluid heads. But obviously they've got a lot of cosmetic damage. They're very worn out. And then I've got the 1 brand new head to go along with them. That way I've got 3 heads for essentially what I would have paid for the price of 2 of the 500 heads. And all 3 of these heads are able to support more weight, and they're all still name brand heads. That was the thinking behind it, and I just want, for my own sanity's sake, I have to do the sanity check and make sure that this does indeed slide right in there just like that. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted this plate to be able to slide right in there like that. Excellent. So we're gonna set those aside. So right now we've got 1 Manfrotto 502, 2 Manfrotto 501 plates. Diving into the last 1, 2, 3. That is 3 Neewer carbon fiber, supposedly carbon fiber tripods. So these ones are, I think, the most interesting choice out of everything that I chose to purchase, because these are actually, like, they're an off-brand, you know, and the other stuff I bought was name brand. And when I was originally shopping for all these tripods, I wasn't intending to buy off-brand. I actually I've bought off-brand stuff for a very long time, and I have nothing against it, but I was like, okay, I'm at a level now where I think it's time for me to start buying the name brand gear. And so I was looking at some Manfrotto tripods, I was looking at Benro tripods, primarily those 2, and I was looking at plenty of others too, and I just wasn't finding what I wanted. And so I just decided, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna check out to see what Neewer has, because I know they always have, you know, all sorts of stuff. And conveniently, they had these guys, which fit the bill of every single thing that I wanted in a tripod. So I was like, holy crap, these might be the tripods that I'm finally looking for. And so what these are is they're supposedly carbon fiber. I don't know how true that is, but they feel pretty light, which is good. And they're supposed to go all the way up to 79 inches. And they are supposed to only weigh 3.3 pounds and support up to 26 pounds. And so they met all of their requirements I was looking for. They support a good amount of weight, they go really nice and tall, and they come with this ball head, but I'm gonna change that out for the video head. And so then it fits all of the complaints that I had about my previous tripod. So let's check these guys out. So these are, there's no spreader like you'd find on some other tripods, but that's fine. I feel like they're more compact that way. And man, it feels really stiff. Boom, boom, and come down. It's got the little notches. Wow, feels super solid so far. All right, so that was with a little bit of weight behind it. And turn the collar a little bit more, and now it's nice and strong. Okay, so this collar locks that center column there. All right, let's try extending these legs out. Okay. It feels pretty solid, and that was the main thing I was concerned about. I didn't want something that was going to feel super weak. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I'll have to do some more testing on the stability of the tripod itself. But now I wanna try getting one of these heads on here. So I'm gonna lower the legs all the way back down, get it down to a height to where you guys can actually see what's going on. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead, remove the ball head. Ball head's actually pretty nice quality, which is nice. I do use these around the studio for stuff, more for like permanent mounts. I don't take them on shoots or anything, but I definitely use them around the studio for stuff. So this is actually gonna be pretty handy to have on hand, and I'm probably gonna make use of them. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go all out with the big guy. I wanna put this 502 head on here and see what it feels like. The one thing I know for sure already is that I'm gonna need some Loctite. The threads of this, because it is absolutely like coming loose, and that's not what I want. Let me go this way, see if I can get less drag, or like this. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. So that's how you get the nice smooth pans. Oh, that is beautiful. That is just gorgeous. And then you can go this way, unlock this, and you get those nice smooth tilts. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I think so far I'm impressed, and I think this is gonna work. Now it's super nice and tight. Oh, that's so sick. I am impressed so far with this system. I think this is gonna work perfectly. Like I said, I do need to lock tight this head on here so it doesn't just like flop all over the place. Uh-oh. And my light just died. So yeah, my light just died. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other heads on these tripods, and I'm gonna do some testing. And maybe tomorrow, I'll just give you guys my final thoughts after I've charged the light again. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up tonight, and then I'm gonna head to bed, and I'll give you guys some more thoughts tomorrow. All right, peace. Hey guys, what's up? It's tomorrow. So, I think I have figured out some interesting thoughts about these tripods, and so I'm going to talk about them for a little bit, and I think the results might be interesting. So these three here on my right, your left, are the Neewer tripods that I just bought. This one here all the way on this end is the Velbon tripod that I've been using for the past 10 years, right? And so this tripod probably weighs about 4 pounds on its own without the head. And the thing is, I haven't been able to find this particular model, right? I don't know what the model is. It's been rubbed off for multiple years, so I have no idea. But right over here on top of this tripod, I have my Ursa, right? So this is the Neewer tripod. And vertically speaking, it is super sturdy. It does not feel like it is going to collapse at all, which is one of the problems I had with my Dolica tripod. It just wasn't made to handle the kind of weight. But the thing is if I do this, and you just kind of push on it, or you just kind of wiggle, you get a lot of play, right? And so what I've deduced, I think is happening, is that is a side effect of having circular legs that aren't super thick. And so because down at like the bottom, the legs get thinner as you go down, it's just not super thick, and so you get a lot of that contortional wobble. Also the types of joints cause issues with that. So if I take the same camera off of this tripod and I put it on this one and I wiggle it, the amount of wiggle I get is significantly less. This one is just so much more sturdy. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that these legs, the design is not circular, it's trapezoidal. And so the hard edges versus the tubular design of these legs create a much stiffer geometry, and there's much less room for flex. That's the same reason why things like roller coasters for a very long time have used circular tubes for the tracks themselves, because it's much easier to bend a circle than it is to bend a square. And it's only recently where we've seen companies like Rocky Mountain Coasters that have been doing square tubes, because it's just a lot harder to do square tubes. And so I think these trapezoidal designs make this much more rigid, and so you don't have that kind of wobble effect. You still do get a little, but you get much less than you get with this design. And so I think that's interesting. And so I started looking online to try and find this tripod. Now this is a Velbon tripod, and like I said, I've had it for 10 years. Turns out I have found similar models to this one, and they are very, very cheap, even compared to these guys. And so I'm looking into those, and I did order one, and I paid $21 on it, eBay for it, from 1990. So it's a super old tripod, and I'm super interested to get it in and play around with it and compare it to these combined costs of like $150 to $250 tripods. What up, y'all? The tripod saga continues. So this one is another random Chinese brand tripod. This one though is different from the other ones in that it's rated for up to 44 pounds. So because it's rated so high, something tells me this should be a more durable or a more sturdy tripod. Ooh. I can tell you this guy is a lot chunkier. It's a little bit heavier than the other tripods. A lot bigger. Like the legs are thick. I think this actually might be what I've been searching for. That's tall enough. That's tall enough to give me the height that I need. And dude, it's rock solid. Boom. And that is the tripod. It's right at eye level for me. It's perfect. I think this is the one. I think this is the tripod. I found it. Found it. Yes. I'm so excited about this. This is the tripod. Okay, I've got to get a camera on it. Yep, that is directly at eye level. So you can see here's my eyes, here's the lens. It is right at eye level. This is perfect. This is the tripod. So this one, a little more expensive than the other ones I bought. This one ran about 169 bucks. Probably, I only got one of these this time. I still have my other two Neewer tripods. I'm filming on one right now. I'm probably gonna keep those ones for now. Keep this guy, but probably next year sometime, I'm probably gonna buy another one of these. Because this is it. This is the tripod. I can tell already. Carbon fiber, nice thick legs, not too heavy. It's still a little bit heavier than that guy is, but not too heavy. I think this is about 4 pounds versus 3 on that one. Woo! The tripod saga is over after so many attempts. It means hopefully, eventually, next year sometime, I'll be able to finally retire the old Velbon. Is the one. Yes. Thanks guys for watching this extra long video that didn't actually contain much content, mostly contained me being disappointed. And yeah, thanks for watching.